Okay guys, we're back with another My Thoughts video, and this time around, people, we're going to give you my thoughts on WWF's Brawl for All on the Dark Side of the Rings episode, and it was pretty good. You know,
Oh, yeah.
I very much enjoyed this episode big time. I like that they went into this, and this was all put together by Vince Russo because of Bradshaw having this fucking tough guy bully mentality, you know.
Yeah, fucking heard him talking in the back saying about, oh, I can whip everybody's ass here, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm sure there's probably about a couple guys here that can probably kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, and
Right, and because of that, that's like you said, the Brawl for All came to fruition, and you know.
so Vince Russo put this bad boy together thanks to Bradshaw running his bitch ass mouth, and he got in the end he got his punk ass fucking knocked out, you know, by Bart Gunn, which I think he deserved, because you know he's been known for being a bully piece of shit. So bully motherfuckers deserve to get their asses beat once in a while.
Oh yeah, I agree with you 100% on that one.
You know, you think just because you're this big dude that you can push around people and fucking haze them and shit, and you know, fuck you, dude. You know.
That's when you know what, like I said, you know, anybody can look on YouTube and see what happens when you bully the wrong person. You get your ass whooped.
Right, and the whole thing also, you know, this wasn't just like a wrestling match or nothing. This was actually real boxing.
It wasn't wrestling. This was a real life boxing segment.
Right.
There was no saying, oh, who's gonna win, who's gonna lose. Well, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It's that, hey, you two are gonna put these fucking gloves on, go out in that ring, and just start throwing haymakers.
Right.
And they even said that's what got them fucked up, because you know they're so used to their wrestling style, and you get them into that predicament, and they didn't know what to do.
Yeah, it was a whole new ball game for them, and a lot of motherfuckers got knocked out, careers got ended.
Yeah, Dr. Steve Williams, everybody thought that he was going to be the winner of it.
Right.
And like everybody was playing like, oh, he's going to win, he's going to go on to face Steve Austin, and he wound up getting paired with Bart, and everybody was like, you know, was saying shit because they know that Steve Williams was friends with Jim Ross.
Right.
And that Jim Ross, being an office guy, wanted him to win, thought he was going to win, and they were talking about, oh, we're going to do this thing with him and Stone Cold, and it was like, and Bart was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm going to kill this motherfucker.
Yeah. They weren't expecting Bart Gunn to fucking win the whole thing.
No.
Not at all. You know, according to this episode. You know, and what did they do to him in the end? They fucking later on at WrestleMania 15 put him up against a professional boxer, Butterbean, which was fucked up. They knew what they were doing. They wanted him out of there.
They knew.
They knew he could go out there and destroy.
Fuck out of Bart.
Right.
It is like they can just sweep Bart under the fucking rug afterwards. Like, hey, we gotta worry about him no more.
Yeah, and that's fucked up, man. Because they didn't want to give him a push or whatever. And, you know, that I think was fucked up, to hoe him out like that. And then to add, you know, to totally get rid of him, let's have Butterbean, a professional fucking boxer who is known for just knocking even big dudes out, you know. Easily knocked Bart Gunn's ass out.
Yeah.
You know.
But here's the thing, though. Bart, I think it would have been I don't know if it still would have been the same outcome, but it would have been a better fight if Bart would have fought Butterbean like when he fought Bradshaw.
Right, and the rest of them.
You know, in that kind of style. But when he learned he was going to have to fight Butterbean, he went to boxing school, and like he tried to like, you know, and when he fought Butterbean, he didn't fight him as like a wrestler, boxer, whatever, brawl for all guy.
Right. He tried to fight him as a boxer.
Yeah, he tried to fight him as a boxer. He tried to have the stance and the throw the hand. And even Butterbean fought. Butterbean even said he's like, this guy is trying to be a boxer. Oh, he's in for a rude awakening.
Yeah, he shouldn't have done. That was a big mistake on his part. He should have just went in like the rest of them and fought him. You know.
Yeah. I loved how Butterbean knocked him down the first time, and he said to himself, he's like, you better stay down. You better stay down. If you get up, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it was
He
bad.
got up and he just boom,
knocked him out. His whole fucking his whole head just spun backwards and shit. Like, damn. Yeah, because he's known for doing that. He fucking even knocked out Johnny Knoxville in one of their. I think it was the first Jackass movie. I think, where they had a segment where they were fighting in a clothing store, and Butterbean tells him, "Come on, hit me one time," and he hits him.
He's like, dude, he's like, thank you.
Yeah, and he wails on him, knocks him down. He gets up one more time, and he hits him again. And Johnny Knoxville was fucking out. You know.
North.
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. To put him up against that Butterbean, I wouldn't have boxed him. Fuck that.
The whole brawl thing was just messed up because, like I said, because they decided to do it in the way that it wasn't scripted or any of that. They didn't know who was gonna win.
Right. But they wanted that other guy to win for sure. And it was cool. Another thing I want to add is Darren Draws. He was in the episode too. Yeah. And the whole thing was about the Brawl for All, but they actually went into his accident as well with him.
They talked to him and they talked to D'Lo.
Right. They talk about how he got paralyzed and all that.
Draws, right before they mentioned it, they're like, hey, I mean, is it okay to talk about, you know, the accident? He's like,
right.
Yeah, man, no problem. And
yeah. He seems like a really cool, down-to-earth guy, by the way. You know that? I said, he seems like a really cool, down-to-earth guy, Darren Draws, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just such a freak accident what happened to him, and I feel really bad for him. You know, to be paralyzed. Like, that's why you got to be very grateful that you're alive, that you can walk, that you can see, because other people out there can't. You know? So, I like that they didn't, like, make it into a big segment, but they did, like, for a minute or two, they did go into the whole Darren Draws thing and, you know, how he got paralyzed. And I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they got his word and they got D'Lo. He even said that. You know, they talked about it. He's like, man, just that, you know, D'Lo totally blamed himself for it. Like,
it was just a freak accident, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was also part of the Brawl for All. That's why they were interviewing him as well. He was boxing. Quite a few others. I mean, Bob Holly was boxing. He got fucking, you know, knocked out.
Another guy that was on there talking was the Godfather.
Yeah, he was there. He made it a little ways, but he eventually got knocked out. I mean, Steve Blackman was in it as well.
Yeah. The Godfather was funny as hell talking about, he's like, you know, got beat. His wife was like, you got beat because you smoked too much.
Yeah. I liked how they got most people to, you know, interview, especially Bart Gunn about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, and how he felt.
Bart Gunn looks nothing like he
did. He looks really different. I mean, even, you know, Darren looks really different. He packed on weight. Well, obviously, because he's stuck.
Butterbean.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Butterbean, like, didn't even look Like,
yeah, well, this happened over 20 years ago, so now everybody's like in their 50s or 60s, something like that, you know.
I understand he changed in 20 years, but like the biggest one that changed the most, dude, like was like Bart Gunn. Like I looked at like, really Bart Gunn?
Yeah, he looks totally different. Yeah, that's what time does, man.
He had that look like this of an old man, you know?
Well, yeah, that's what time does to us all. We're gonna get old.
I know.
But all in all, that was a very good episode. I'm very glad that Bradshaw got his fucking ass knocked out. You know, just because I don't care for bullies, to be honest with you. And on his level, he was a big guy, you know, and he can bully around people like from what I've heard in the past. So what Vince did was Vince Russo pretty much set his ass up, you know. But yeah, I guess he did regret it, Vince, saying that, you know, with the brain damage that goes around and whatnot, that something like that shouldn't have been set up. So you'll probably never see nothing like that ever happen again.
Yeah. You remember that they were saying that's what caused Jim Cornette to fucking have his rivalry with Vince Russo, because he was talking about after everything, when Dr. Steve Williams lost, he was saying something about Jim Cornette was yelling at Vince, saying that he cost his company fucking $5 million.
Yeah. Yeah, and some of the wrestlers there never went on to do anything. They were injured and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I think...
if you go back and you look at every wrestler that was in that competition, and, like, you realize, like, wow, everyone that was in it was, like, a mid-card.
Right, and they wanted the Steve Williams guy to be the one to win.
Yeah,
you know,
he thought because he was in Japan and all this, that he was a tough guy. He's like, he should just be able to. Here's the thing: if you wanted him to win, why didn't you at least try to make it like, hey, if the other guy looked like he was starting to win, because you know what, they fucked Draws in the Brawl for All.
Oh yeah, everybody got kind of fucked over.
No, he got fucked over Bradshaw because he did a fucking takedown on him, and they didn't count it as a takedown, and because of that, Draws didn't get that 5 points, and because of that, Bradshaw won the fucking match because Vince Russo wanted Bradshaw in the finals with Bart Gunn.
Oh yeah. See how fucked up it got. And also, from what I'm reading here online, that during the WrestleMania 15 match, Gunn was knocked out 35 seconds into the bout and then was fired by WWF afterwards. You see how they are? Those bunch of fucks. He was knocked out by Butterbean at 35 seconds and then fired afterwards. Ain't that some shit, man? That's crazy.
That's what Vince McMahon does, dude. He embarrasses. He's like, that was his way of saying, oh, Bart, you won the Brawl for All. Well, guess what? Your pay is going to be, you're going to you're going to get humiliated by Butterbean, and then you're going the fuck home.
And even as Bob Holly claims that Gunn's inevitable loss to Butterbean was a punishment for defeating the company's desired winner, Steve Williams. You know, that's fucked up.
If Steve Williams wanted to be the winner they wanted him to be, why didn't they try to set more of a thing and say, hey, go up to his opponents and be like, hey, we'll give you a little bribe if you just make him look good, and, you know, just lose to him.
Right.
You know, but
no, they figured that he was a legit tough guy, which I'm sure he was on some level, that could just totally destroy all of the wrestlers there, but they didn't realize that Bart Gunn was actually a badass.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like, you know what, I just thought of something here that was funny. It's like, you know, you can go to like a racetrack and see a line of fucking badass cars, and you can be like, look at a car and be like, oh, this one's the baddest one here. This is one that's got the most horsepower, this and that. This one's going to beat, I'm going to put all my money on this car.
Right.
And and you watch that car get his doors blown off by another, and you're like, well, fuck. So much for that.
Yeah. But anyways, we're going to have to wrap this up because my battery is now getting low. And I don't want to have to recharge this fucking thing and redo it. And refilm it.
Oh, wham.
Well, I can't help it. Batteries suck, man.
Well, if you know you're going to make a video, you should have had it charged.
It was charged. It was halfway charged. But I didn't, you know, I didn't feel like going on like too awfully long anyways. You know, I wanted to keep this kind of like within 20 minutes, something like that. But all in all, a very, very good episode. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Let me see. What's next? What is next? Let me type it in. Next episodes. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Well, next one is going to be on Jimmy Snuka. It says Jimmy Snuka and the death of Nancy Argentino. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully they can dig up some stuff that we don't know about yet. And then after that will be Dino Bravo, which I'm looking forward to as well. So.
Yeah, I'm looking, because I mean, you know what? That was one of the wrestlers I remember growing up back in the day.
Yeah.
The world's most strongest man, Dino Bravo.
So anyways, we're going to wrap this one up, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. We are out of here. We'll see you on the next... We'll see you on the next episode of My Thoughts here, when we'll probably do one on the rest of them, of course, and Jimmy Snuka will be next. All right, people, we're out.
Later.
Peace.